Yeah, like we were saying, it's definitely personal preference for these guys in terms of what they want to do. You know, there's definitely decisions to be made. I think what's important, at least for me, in a race setting, a tournament setting, is like knowing approximately where my opponent's at and what strats I need to do in order to win. So like if I'm 30 seconds ahead going into bits, I can take the pole. You know, I can play it a bit more safe. But if I'm 30 seconds behind, okay, now I got to maybe hit a moving left side or something like that to try to make up as much time as possible. But it really depends on the runner. Some people just like to chill out and just focus on their run, not worry about their opponent, and hope for the best. But other people kind of like to make on the fly decisions. Um, I just think it's an interesting kind of format. It's different than PB attempts for sure. There's definitely runners that are better in terms of like PB attempts, and there's runners that are better racers. So it just it's kind of fun. But it looks like we're gonna kick it off here. Going into Lakitu skip, and oh, tjk gonna get caught up on the bridge, getting a ticket from the Lakitu. What unfortunate as Flixer moves right forward and is gonna go right into the LBLJ here. Gets the instant long jump, and looks like a pretty nice BLJ as well.
And he is stuck.
It gets stuck. Ooh.
Attempting the backup.
How'd
Not quite.
Back up. Oh.
And goes both runners struggling.
Flixer maybe not super used to this LBLJ. He has been doing quite a bit of 70, but looks like this one is probably good. But tjk actually has a bit of a lead here, probably about, I'd say maybe 3 seconds. And it'll come down to who has the better Dark World here.
I'm expecting a Shigeru cycle for both.
Yeah, like I said, I'm definitely very interested to watch where TJK do some RTA stuff here. Not very familiar. I have watched a lot of Flixer's stream when his internet is not dying, but Flixer is making up some time here. Just a couple frames behind, it seems. Just was a bit earlier the cycle, and Flixer, you can really tell, has the better movement of the two. But not getting a double firsties. I feel like that's quite rare for Flixer. Usually he's pretty consistent with those, but nevertheless, both headed into the pipe here. Barely a second apart, maybe 2.
TJK did get double firsties though. Very nice.
Yeah, double firsties, not gonna lie, I mean, you know me, not much of a 16 runner. Kind of scare me. Haven't really practiced the bits ending movement too much. I like to play it safe when I'm 20 minutes into a run. I'm not really trying to lose a run in Dark World to some craziness. But yeah, so looks like TJK has a bit of a lead here. And nothing insane. We'll see who has the better womps though, but I definitely anticipate both runners going for the double jump Owlus. And I don't know about that in a race, but yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. Who do you anticipate has the better womps out of these two, GTM?
I think last time TJK was doing a race, he was struggling with Cannonless a little bit, but I think he may get it together, or he'll just go for Salt OG and lose it all.
Yeah, Salt OG, definitely a toughie, but
ooh, let's go, TJK.
Very nice. And I don't know about that angle for Flixer, but actually looks good. So TJK with the double, was that the double jump? I actually was watching Flixer's screen. I'm assuming it's a double jump.
It was.
And Flixer has his double jump attempt next, and TJK with the Cannonless.
Taking a slide.
All right. Looks like we're almost synced up here. Flixer just still a tad behind. But, you know, it's not really a huge deal, as they say. Oh, actually, excuse me. TJK missed the... Oh, missed the canalist again. So it looks like you were correct in that statement. TJK is kind of struggling with this canonless here, but gets it together. And there it is. It's as easy as it is. Lead is changed in favor of Flixer as he heads down in the basement. Anticipating a pretty solid SSL out of Flixer. Seemed pretty consistent with Tomoplus. And TJK was practicing it a bit beforehand as well. So very curious to see how this basement goes. Basement is pretty tough in 16-star LBLJ. Not as much so in non-LBLJ, but yeah. So we'll see how it goes here for Flixer as he goes for this Tomoplus. Oh, and he's gonna miss the bomb actually. Luckily didn't activate it or anything. And that one looks good. Angle looks good, and he's right in there. Really solid Tomoplus by Flixer. A little bit of an issue there at the beginning. TJK has a bit of time to make up on him, and that one looks good as well. And he's right up into the hole in a second here. Yep, looks good.
A little awkward angle entering the pyramid, but he is doing it. And he almost took the fall of shame right there with that awkward fence position.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, if you're a bit too far to the left, it seems you'll take the fall of shame. And nice talons there from Flixer. TJK. Oh, Flixer taking a death. Not pressing A quickly enough, and that's not the mistake you typically see out of Flixer. And just like that, folks, the lead is now changed in favor of TJK. Flixer really got to get it together here. Definitely not the star you'd anticipate taking a death on. If anything, you'd think it'd be Tomoplus, but Flixer just missing that A press at the bottom of the pyramid there. Maybe a bit too late. Playing it safe. Playing it very safe there. Making sure that didn't happen again. That's not the worst thing in the world to happen. That is, I guess, a relatively quick death in the grand scheme of things, but not optimal. TJK is headed into LOL. Well, Flixer is just grabbing this last star here. And not a bad showing for TJK. Oh, as I say that, commentator's curse. But does a good job of avoiding the puzzle shifting around there. Took a bit of a burn, but got it canceled out.
God bless the pieces.
Yeah, the LOL puzzle is definitely one of those things it's quite difficult if you screw it up towards the beginning. Missing, not getting the movement quite right at the beginning is very tough. But Flixer nailing the ending movement there for the bully star as TJK lines up for the side hop. And yeah, that was not going to work. So good on TJK for recognizing that, but actually going to take a burn here. And he's got to get it together here because Flixer will capitalize on some mistakes. When you're going against a runner like Flixer, you really got to make sure that you don't give him any room. And, oh, Flixer actually, I was incorrect. Having an issue with the side hop twice.
Might die.
What was the issue with the first one? He, too late of a wall kick? It looked like almost.
I don't remember, but I would have to assume he probably just missed the last A press of the triple jump. TJK
into the volcano here. TJK holding his own quite well. If not for the LBLJ mishap at the beginning, I'd say TJK would probably be on some sort of pace for a PB, but not really familiar with 16. I'm not really super aware of split times and whatnot. GTM would definitely be the one to ask about that in terms of his pace and everything right now, but he's doing pretty well.
All things considered, yeah. Ooh, getting bullied a little bit.
Commentator's curse is so real. Kind of insane. But nice adjustment there from TJK with a good ending. Unfortunately missing the ground pound there, but not a huge deal, about a second. TJK going to be headed into HMC here with 11 stars, as is tradition. And Flixer not too far behind. But HMC, kind of just a MIPS waiting room. Nothing really crazy going on except for box triple jump, but you would expect that both of these guys are pretty well versed in this one. An interesting movement.
tjk going for the single star movement to get to the door, possibly saving a frame or two and missing the triple jump.
Yeah, unfortunately having some issues with the camera here, but Flixer is good to go on the box triple jump, and tjk is going to just abandon it altogether. Try it again next time. Box triples, it's a tough trick. I mean, especially if you mess it up and are kind of unaware of your surroundings, or if you've already changed your camera. It's a bit of an issue. But regardless, tjk gets another opportunity here to do this box triple jump. But Flixer is kind of in the driver's seat here for just a little bit, but we've seen a couple lead changes, which is impressive, you know, considering tjk is so far behind in terms of PB. He gets another opportunity here at this box triple jump and actually gets it this time. Very nice. But taking some damage there at the end. Maybe he was a bit nervous about hitting that death plane there. I know that sometimes it can get you when you least expect it, so probably better safe than sorry.
Flixer with a ground pound re-entering HMC.
Yeah, a little ground pound for luck. But pretty clean rolling rocks, and tjk kind of getting some bad RNG there for that first rock, but unfortunately going to take a bonk off the wall as well, and not really sure of this backup movement. Side flipped the wrong way, but going to head out of HMC as well, and Flixer took a bonk off the wall right before the MIPS. Luckily enough, that bonk wasn't after MIPS had started running. That would have been quite unfortunate to have to go over that backup. And we'll see this punch grab from tjk and gets it, making up a bit of time over Flixer. That is impressive, especially in a race scenario. Yeah, super clean. Flixer with the nice movement into DDD here. Believe that, yeah, tjk is on N64. Excuse me.
tjk definitely does have some Zaya saturation on his capture card.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely very shades of lunar jump, if you will, but not quite as saturated. Flixer headed towards the back sub and gets some nice lag reduction, but unfortunately a little bit of a dusty rollout. DDD can lag quite badly. tjk following closely behind. Nice lag reduction as well. And takes a bonk off the side of the sub. Can't say I've seen that one before. Angle was just a touch off. Flixer here heads into Fire C, lining up for the pole glitch, and we'll see if he gets it. And he does. It is very clean by Flixer. Now, we saw Flixer pull off an ultimate Fire C earlier today in practice. Can't imagine he's going to go for it this time. Not in a race scenario.
Ultimate Fire C is one of those very tight things, especially like as you enter the middle segment of the stage. All of your movement has to practically be dustless for you to make the cycle.
Absolutely, but Flixer into the Bowser throw, and tjk really struggling here with this Fire C. This is part of the important. This is the important part of the run where tjk really had to hold his own, and unfortunately, this doesn't really hold up super well. Flixer kind of going ahead here, and that's kind of what separates the goods from the greats of these Bowser stages. And one little mistake on Fire C can kind of cause a lot of issues, and I think that's what we saw happen to tjk there. You make one mistake, and unfortunately, kind of just spirals from there. It happens to the best of us, though, but nevertheless, we're gonna head into BLJs here for Flixer, and tjk not too far behind, but definitely not where you want to be racing against a runner like Flixer. Yeah, not really sure what I missed. Perhaps if I had to take a guess, it was like a single jump burn or something.
Nice first try BLJ from Flixer, going to the 70-star staircase as TJK now goes through his first BLJ.
Yeah, Flixer had an incredible bits segment today. What was the exact time?
122.03, but I think it was a bit of a late split, so I'd have to say a very high 121. He got Manimo cycle and very good throws.
It was definitely the bits that we could all hope for. As
Flixer going for Manimo.
Absolutely. This kid is just something else. I definitely anticipate Flixer to be doing huge things. And only 16. Pretty crazy, but missing right side. And unfortunately going to take a spill, but not really a huge deal, as TJK is still struggling very much so on this first BLJ. And this is what happens sometimes in 16-star, folks. These BLJs. Flixer are going to be heading into the pipe here for these final throws of the matchup. And on pace for a very low 17 is Flixer. And TJK still struggling on these BLJs. It gets to a certain point where your hands just kind of start to hurt. And it's really unfortunate. So there's one for Flixer. And going to miss the regrab, but again, he has some time and then some. That second one should hit. And we have one more for Flixer here. Misses the regrab yet again. Man, TJK still not able to... What a one spin by Flixer. Finish it off. Game 1 of the set between Flixer64 and tjk113. Flixer is going to take it with a low 17 here, looking like a 17-14. 17-13 actually looked like. Maybe just a touch of a late split. Not a huge deal ultimately. But congrats to Flixer and TJK finally getting into that Bowser door. And that's just unfortunate. At what point do you just kind of give it up in a race scenario? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, at least for me, I mean, maybe it's different for you 16 runners, but my hands just start to hurt after like those BLJs. And if I miss it and I'm sitting there for like 20 seconds trying to get a BLJ, I probably won't get one because my mashing is just not going to be on par.
I mean, I can see how, because your muscles do get sore after a while. So, ooh, taking a shock.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate RNG there. But overall, you know, very impressive first showing from both these guys. You know, TJK held his own for quite a while there. Actually did very well. Taking a spill off the right side here. Taking an unfortunate bonk.
It's me, Mario.
But TJK's movement is very, very solid. It's his 1733 is absolutely kind of a I don't know. It's not as accurate as maybe some other PBs. You know, for instance, like the movement of TJK is definitely a bit better, if not much better than the average player with a 1733. And like you said, with a sum best of, you know, 15 some odd, it definitely shows.
Unfortunately, TJK being, you know, more of an X-Cam and single star kind of person will kind of crackle in races at times depending on what kind of strats he goes for, because he doesn't do runs often, so obviously the kind of, I guess, mental consistency and muscle memory isn't there.
The bomb wasn't there. Did he already hit that bomb? I don't think I've seen that before. That's an unfortunate mistake. Gonna miss that one as well.
TJK may be showing signs of dementia.
Yeah, I can't, yeah, I was confused. I was like, where's the bomb? And that one is gonna miss as well, fortunately. Malaris said it. Imagining how good you could be is more fun than doing runs. And it's definitely agreed. Sometimes doing runs is a bit daunting, not gonna lie, but sometimes you just gotta force yourself to do them. You never know. Sometimes it could pay off. And 20-33 from TJK to finish us off here in this first game of the set between TJK and Flixer64. And we're gonna hop right into game 2 here. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we should expect anything differently, but it seems like TJK was doing quite well for a little while there.
I definitely think if they both mess up their early game again, or one or the other does and doesn't, then it'll give whoever is in the lead, a really strong start for the rest of the run.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what we saw with the last matchup. Both had quite an issue with that initial LBLJ. And can't blame them. It's a tough trick, and especially in a race scenario. I mean, even a couple of years ago, I think there was a GDQ where I think it was Cheese or something went for LBLJ, and it was a big deal that Cheese actually ended up hitting LBLJ. It wasn't really a thing that people were doing super long ago, at least consistently in any capacity. But it's a tough trick. Is basically what I'm saying.
Especially if you're at an event where several people are watching in person and online.
Oh yeah, absolutely. GDQ nerves, I could only imagine, are definitely a thing. Literally hundreds of thousands of people watching, 300,000 people watching you. Pretty tough, but yeah, looks like we're probably getting ready to start match 2 here in a second. I think we have a bit of a sound issue. And just trying to figure that out here before we transition into the next match, or next game, excuse me. But yeah, not a bad showing from either runner here. Some unfortunate errors for TJK. So I've seen the star count 88 for a lot of runners in their thing. Is that like a thing, or is that just a coincidence that I'm noticing?
I'm not sure. Maybe some people did like a casual playthrough when they first got their cartridge, or maybe a lot of Japanese sellers on eBay who sold their Japanese cards all got 88 stars for some reason.
Yeah, kind of a negative connotation towards that number. So just kind of interesting. I think that's probably why I notice it a bit more than say like a 120 file or like a 74, for instance. But yeah, it looks like we're ready to go here in game 2 of this match between TJK and Flixer64. Looks like we're ready to go. Nice sync here, both on console. Interesting. Japanese often used to mean a great many or countless and infinite numbers. Huh. It's very interesting, considering the connotation that that number has in the Western society. A bit more negative, to say the least. But that actually explains a lot, so thanks for that. And looks like we have both runners nailing Lakitu skip pretty much synced perfectly here. And looking really solid. The sync is great. Oh, and TJK just missing the door. Sorry, go ahead, GTN.
A bit of a faucet, not gonna lie.
Yeah, absolutely. And Flixer in there. And TJK looks like he has the speed. A lot of speed. TJK just a bit behind here, but, you know, Flixer really showcasing that 1543. Actually, 1538, excuse me. You know, in 16 star, it makes a difference. Those seconds legitimately do make a difference. For me, like a 120 PB, if it's a, you know, a 159.50 or a 159.40, I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's a 159. But in 16 star, it definitely does matter. And it looks like Flixer barely getting the shake cycle there, and not really messing around with that jump, the single jump movement at the end. But TJK gonna make a bit of time perhaps here. Looks like he does. Flixer with a nice double firsties at the end there. We'll see if TJK can get those as well. Flixer definitely having a much better beginning than last time. Oh, that's unfortunate. TJK getting the double firsties, but do you know what happened there, GTM? Can you explain that?
I think he mistimed his double jump right before the slope, so he ended up doing the slidey thing. Well, not the slide, but like he went up the slope, but obviously can't dive out of it. He almost backed it up, though.
Yeah, it seemed like he was very close, just one too many jumps. Yeah, not being able to do silly kicks up that slope is really weird. Just certain slopes in this game have a very strange properties compared to others. It's definitely a bit, I don't know, it's different. But nevertheless, Flixer heading into Womp's Fortress here with a pretty substantial lead over TJK so far. But overall, much better start for both runners.
Flixer slipping on texture setup, it seems, but backing it up rather smoothly. Now lining up. Let's see if he lands. And he does. TJK now entering Womps.
Yeah, it's good to see Flixer not having any issues with texture so far. He was kind of struggling in his practice runs earlier today, but is able to kind of handle it pretty well. And this double jump looks good. Oh, unfortunately, TJK missing the double jump Alice.
C left looked a little too early.
Yeah, you would know the intricacies of that trick much better than I would. Flixer getting his though. TJK just struggling here with this Owless. And I mean, I feel like that's kind of, it comes into play what you were talking about, the struggle of being a single star or like an XCAM kind of player.
Monkey.
Sure, I wasn't gonna say it, but you kind of don't really know a bunch of backups. Like you saw TJK not be able to do the treble jump Owless and having a bit of issue with it, and you know, it definitely is a bit. Oh, and TJK taking a spill, a little bit too much speed off the walking off the plank there. I'm not gonna call TJK an XCAM monkey unless that's cool. TJK. Is that an insult? I don't know. Is it an insult? I don't really hang out around the XCAM single star community.
It's not necessarily an insult, it's more of a truth.
And TJK really, unfortunately, having quite a bit of a struggle. And looks like he's going to have a sock folder here. Thank you, Timmy Boy, for the... Is it Timmy Boy or Bowie? Does it matter?
Bowie.
Timmy Bowie. With the 100 bits. Appreciate it. And TJK finally out of Womps here as Flixer nails that plus super clean. And Flixer just really showcasing the consistency that he has. Lots of practice went in to those stars. And not to discredit TJK, but you know, Flixer's just a different kind of runner.
He's built different.
You can definitely say that. And Flixer really hoping to not die on Talons here. And playing it a bit safe again as well, but hey, can't blame him. We'll see how this... oh, unfortunately, TJK getting a medium bomb there. Gonna have to back this one up. Probably with Talon Star, I'd have to assume. This Talon Star does... The backup Talon Star does save a bit of time over the Pyramid Star. But unfortunately, gonna miss it. Gotta meet the Talon on the pillar.
Bit of an awkward jump there, but he hit Talon's Klepto nevertheless.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that maybe TJK wouldn't have hit the Klepto there. But, I mean, got it, so can't complain. TJK with another medium bomb. That's quite unfortunate. Too bad Crackhex isn't racing. He would have been able to get that medium bomb plus pretty easy. It was a joke. You can laugh. Regardless, Flixer already into LOL here, and TJK really has to focus on getting this pillarless down here. Gets the bomb, and that angle looks not good. And TJK gonna take a death here, not even getting the double jump, unfortunately. Flixer is able to nail the side hop. And TJK really gotta focus on this pillarless here. That looks good. Angle's still a bit weird going into the pyramid. I don't know, I feel like everybody has a preference, but I don't know. Being on the seam of the pyramid like that. Oh, and taking the fall of shame again. Or, I'm sorry, not again, but for the first time. Almost got the fall of shame last time. Losing about 3 seconds. And Flixer flexing with this lava boost here. Something to see.
Definitely not recommended for races if you're not very consistent at it or confident in it.
And it's pretty tough to save time with that lava boost, if I'm not incorrect in saying that. It saves about 0.5 if you do pro boost, I think, right? With a good ending?
I think 0.5 to a second usually. Depends on your gold, but probably closer to 0.5.
Definitely pretty impressive, but Flixer kind of struggling with the bully here, but not too bad. Not a huge time loss. Nice ending there from Flixer. And TJK is going for the side hop here as well. Hopefully will not have as many issues as he did last time. And looks like he struggling, but very late wall kick. I think that was last possible frame. Unfortunately not going to work out. And missing the angle this time, and it's like TJK is going to take a death here, and that's quite unfortunate. As Flixer actually takes a dive off the platform there. Interesting backup from Flixer there. Wonder what would have been. I wonder what would have lost more time, going for that or just going into the elevator.
Going into the elevator definitely would have lost more time as you have to wait for the elevator to descend.
Very true. And it looks like TJK. Oh, go ahead, GT. I'm sorry.
I actually haven't seen that backup before, so that's definitely something to note.
Oh, absolutely. Like we've been saying for a while, super important in these race scenarios to know your backups and to kind of plan, have a backup and a contingency plan for every sort of possible scenario that you could envision yourself having. I don't know why I said having, but yeah. TJK taking an unfortunate couple deaths, but Flixer getting the box triple jump there. Flixer's, I think, on maybe a bit of a run here. Not really that many mistakes.
Definitely wanting to be on time for his haircut appointment.
Somebody just followed me. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully didn't bleed into the mic. And Flixer getting a bit trolled by the rock RNG there, but navigating around it quite nicely. TJK unfortunately missing the long jump there. It's going to be a good night for me, Sarah and Mew. Sarah and Mew finally let me out of the basement a little bit. I've been trapped here for weeks, just doing Mario commentary nonstop. And tonight I'm going to be able to relax and do a bit of practice in 120. So definitely pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to being able to get out of this absolute dungeon. It's not fun. Really nice Mips clip by Flixer there. Took a little bit at the beginning, but really nice ending. And TJK struggling with the ending of the box triple jump as well. Again. Flixer is cruising right now. Right.
TJK attempting to get the hardest start in the game right now.
Everybody hold your breath.
How does he do it?
Absolute madman. You know, I think if you're Man Mud, you got to be a bit worried for Flixer. Flixer is definitely playing quite well. You can definitely see if Flixer decides to focus on 16 that, you know, he could succeed very well. Not that he hasn't already, but just generally pretty impressive that Flixer has been able to stay toward the top on 2 categories, both 16 and 70. Still unable to beat my 120 PB, but not a big deal. Flixer
you win
gets
some, you lose some.
That's how it goes. But Flixer nailing that pole glitch again. And going for the ultimate, and oh my goodness, we might have a fire seat here, boys. Oh, that's so unfortunate. It was so close. Could you tell that was happening beforehand? Did you know that he was going to bonk there?
I mean, I wasn't expecting him to like get the dive because of how awkward his camera was, but a very solid ultimate despite that.
Now, would that save time over the more traditional movement?
I'd say yes, but probably no more than like half a second due to how late his side flip was. Because I don't know if other people can tell, because I don't think very many people see Ultimate Fire see that often. But he got a very late side flip and still made it.
Yeah, definitely very clean. And TJK with an interesting Mips grab there. Sometimes when you get that Mips grab, you just kind of automatically clip through the door. I'm not exactly certain how that works, but I've noticed that it happens sometimes. Not sure if it's like random or what, but looks like GTM is going to BRB here. I will take the wheel for GTM, and Flixer is going to be headed up into BLJ's here. As TJK is in DDD. And Flixer, unfortunately, not with enough speed. Going into the BLJ, not catching, unfortunately. And it looks like this one, unfortunately, will not catch either. And this is just the nature of 16 star. It's just, man, it's rough. That one should be good, though. He's right through. TJK gonna have to silly kick up the back of the sub. Looks like GTM is back. Welcome back, friend.
Howdy, howdy. Someone rang the doorbell rudely.
How could they? Doing a Mario commentary here. Come on. Oh, and Flixer almost getting the good entrance into bits, but not quite. Really clean movement. Flixer's bits is just something else.
TJK got the up warp. I'm expecting him to go for ultimate because of how behind he is right now. Ooh, never mind. Looks like he's gonna miss it.
Not sure if he should get the cycle, maybe with a triple jump wall kick. No, unfortunately gonna miss that early cycle. As Flixer misses the moving right side. Gonna go for moving left side. Oh, getting saved by the elevator there. Just looks like Flixer's just gonna go safe here and try to take the pole. Unfortunately, having some issues. But I mean, nevertheless, Flixer's quite ahead at this point. Grabs the pole. Gonna be heading into throws here pretty soon. I like this ending movement from Flixer. It's cool. A little triple jump to get up on that second elevator. He is into the pipe. 1606. On pace for a high 16 if you can get these throws well. Oh, not quite enough sauce on that throw. I guess that's the best case scenario. You can miss that throw, though. Just be a bit short. And there's 2, and Flixer has about 10 seconds to get this last throw, and he'll get a 16. And that's good. We're going to be about a 16:55-ish for Flixer. And TJK still headed up into BLJs. There you have it, folks. 16:55. Flixer, not a bad showcase by Flixer, taking the W over TJK in this 16-star Open Season 1 matchup. And looks like Flixer is preparing something. Uh-oh. He's going to do it. He's going to
balling. Oh, dunked on.
Dunked on him. The flex, the absolute madman. Flixer quite literally dunking on his opponent. Literally balling. And yeah, that'll be the W for Flixer. Taking this one 2-0 over TJK. I mean, but still, regardless, TJK showing a lot of potential in 16-star as a category. But when you're going against somebody like Flixer, tough, to say the least. Flixer's very, very well-versed, not only in this game in general, but specifically tournaments. Flixer has a lot of notable tournament wins, a lot of notable tournament victories, so really tough to go against him. So congrats to Flixer on the W there with the 16:56. I think it was a 55, but not really a huge deal. TJK just going to finish this one out. You hope for a bits gold here or something.
Probably expecting a Manimo.
Goodness, I got wires all over my... caught up on my feet. Nice start so far, but unfortunately missing the triple jump. Probably better safe than sorry there if you don't have the angle quite to where you want it. Hopefully the moving right side treats TJK well here. And it does. Nice ending movement. And that Goomba, that was close. Oh, twice.
It's just occurred to me that Goombas in this game kind of resemble gumdrops.
Yeah, that's fair. I thought you were going to say they resemble Squeaks 15, and I was going to tell you you're a bit behind in noticing that. Nice glitchy grab there from TJK. Unfortunately, that second throw is going to miss. Haven't had a gumdrop in a long time. Kind of want to go buy some gumdrops.
The propaganda is working.
GTM is actually a conglomerate of multiple businessmen in the gumdrop sales industry, poisoning our minds with gumdrop propaganda, trying to get us to revive their dying industry because everybody knows that gumdrops aren't really that good. But GG's to tjk113. Going to be finishing up here with a high 20. And there we have it, a 2048. And that'll about do it, folks, for this 16-star Open matchup between Flixer64 and tjk113. The Cool Cat Gang 16-star Open Season 1. I think we're Group B. And yeah, that'll about do it. And looks like we have Flixer in the call for an interview.
Yo.
Hello, Flixer. Congrats on your win, my friend.
Thank you.
How'd you feel you played?
I played bad the first match and like decent in the second.
Yeah, I mean, can't complain with a high 16 towards the end there. It's a pretty solid showing. And I gotta ask, what's up with the dunk? I mean, are you a basketball player in your spare time?
Yeah, I'm like gonna be a pro soon, so like, yeah.
I mean, if you're as good as at basketball as you are Mario, I can anticipate some potential NBA matches, games in your future. What are basketball games called again? I forgot. Anyway, yeah, pretty great showing. And I mean, how are you feeling about the 16-star tournament? You hoping to go towards the end of this one? I mean, you probably eventually have to play Man Mud. Who are you most afraid of? I guess would be the best way to phrase it in this tourney.
Definitely Man Mud, and like Zion. I heard Zion was in it, so yeah, definitely those two.
Yeah, the Man Mud and Zion, both quite talented runners. GTM, any questions for Flixer?
No, I look forward to your future basketball career, though.
Thank you.
Oh, looks like we have TJK.
Yo.
How's it going, TJK? All right.
Nice, Mike.
Question for Flixer: how do you game so hard?
By stuff.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And we have TJK in here, but looks like he's not able to get some mic stuff together. Mike is being dumb, unfortunately. Not a huge deal. But nevertheless, Flixer, congrats on your win, my friend. Looking forward to calling your matches here in the future at this tournament, as well as the many others you're currently a part of. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks for your match, and congratulations again. And TJK, I know you can probably hear me, but congrats on a good showing, my friend. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of you in the future here. So yeah, I think that'll maybe do it for us here. I should have probably checked the schedule. We'll go ahead real quick and see what else we got. At 6:30, which is actually, oh, I'm sorry, no, at 5. I'm in EST. So at 5 p.m. PST, we have TJK versus Hero Superman 1. Oh, so TJK is back at it again. Okay, nice. And yeah, that's an absolute banger waiting to happen. And then at 6:30 p.m., we have Man Mud versus Frostbite. Also a super exciting matchup we have ready and ready to go here at Cool Cat Gang. So this is going to be fun. A lot of really good Mario headed at you in the next couple hours here at Cool Cat Gang. So be sure to follow. And, for more information, !schedule for more information for future matchups. And yeah, like I said, be sure to follow, subscribe, donate. Please support Sarah Mew and Cool Cat Gang if you can, if you have the means to. They put on a lot of cool stuff for us, a lot of great matchups, and really quality tournaments and whatnot. So definitely much appreciated there. Be sure to go follow the runners, Flixer64 and tjk113. And yeah, thanks to GTM as well for hopping in the booth here. It's always a pleasure, my friend.
Definitely very fun to commentate. Very fun to see players like TJK and Flixer go at it.
Oh yeah, cannot complain, to say the least. And yeah, so that'll about do it. I'm not sure. I think we're gonna go raid somebody maybe for a little bit, because we have about 2 hours until the next matchup. So be sure, like I said, hit that follow button if you have not already. And yeah, we'll go raid someone, and we'll see you back here at 5 p.m. PST. So we'll see who we're gonna go raid. I know Dupe is streaming. Looks like we're gonna go Colt Rocks. Not sure what they're doing, but cool. Raiding
So
with.
guys, thanks for coming. Gonna watch it later. I'll
For
definitely
sure.
enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a problem, man.
Thanks
And again,
TJK for racing.
absolutely. And yeah, looks like we're ready to go with Colt Rock. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you back. Oh, he's offline. Just kidding. I know Dupe is doing stuff. He's doing some 16. He's in this tournament as well. If you're taking suggestions. Somebody just left. Who was that? Oh, Flixer's off. Oh yeah, Flixer has to go get his haircut.
Might have to haul it.
Yeah. Only got a few minutes, but looks like we are rating Dupe SSB. So GG's again, TJK, Flixer. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you back here in about 2 hours. So yeah, catch you guys later. Thanks again.